pitching. And then what does our pitch post-pitch routine look like? Where, one of the things we want to think about is the day of pitching. We want to certainly do our recovery. We want to do our restoration, but it's also our prime opportunity for development. And what does development mean? Well, we want to improve capacity. So we are going to improve strength. We're going to improve our durability at this point in time. We're going to improve our power. So we're going to think about energy system development because it takes time to recover from weightlifting, from sprint training. And so we want to put our heaviest things actually on the day of pitching or the day after pitching so that the body can recover prior to going into the next pen or the next outing. So we're going to look at our sprinting. We're going to look at strength development. If I could get a heavy lift that day after the day of pitching and the player is up for it both mentally and physically, it's a great opportunity to develop that person even more. Now, I put that there as optional because pitching, if you've ever done that or playing a tennis match, that is absolutely mentally exhausting and some don't have anything left in the tank. So we'll make that player dependent. Then we're going to also do our local arm care. Remember, we have to restore that tissue quality. It takes 4 days to do it. What can we do to accelerate it? And what can we do to develop it? One of the best ways to develop it and to restore it is through eccentric training. Manual eccentrics are amazing at this point in time. So day of pitching, I can get those manual eccentrics in. If the player doesn't have someone to work with them directly, we're going to do that through tubing or isometrics. And then finally, that's Turkish get up. We'll talk about that in a minute, why this is just a great clearing exercise for a lot of what we do. So let's go dive into a little bit more detail. We're trying to give you as much detail. We have a 2-day course on this actually. So if we seem like we're covering a lot, it's because we're just hitting a little bit of the highlights here in this seminar here. So if we think about it, day 0, the day of pitching, post care, what does that look like? Well, you would think, oh, Phil Plisky here, the movement guy, is going to say, oh, we need to work on movement, and that's going to be our primary focus. Unfortunately, I'm going to say, actually, it's very important. Don't get me wrong, but our primary focus is hydration, sleep, and nutrition. This is a key thing. We need to be talking about this with our athletes because that restoration needs to occur. And the only time that restoration occurs, it's not by slapping a Mark Pro on or doing E-stim or cupping. Those can be helpful, but sleep, nutrition, and hydration is really important. Our secondary focus is going to be increasing blood flow to the tissue, restoring tissue quality, restoring range of motion. And we're going to do that in a few ways. We can do that through massage guns, lacrosse balls, muscle contraction, foam rolls. Really, rather than passive things, I like to be doing things where if I'm going to be working on a trigger point, I'm going to see that in a movement perspective. Again, manual resistance. I love Indian clubs here for restoring range of motion. You can see we can start off slow. This is great because we're getting great rotator cuff activation along with full movement patterns, restoring that good posture, that upright posture. We have to have that good posture with those clubs. I can't emphasize if there's something that if there's one piece of equipment to buy for my pitchers, it's go after Indian clubs because that investment there is going to pay off as we do it both in a pre-pitch routine, a pre-workout routine, as well as developing power and developing speed. That other thing is we're going to do that Turkish get up. Turkish get up takes us through all the movement patterns, takes us through all the different ranges of motion and muscle tensioning in all these different range of motions. And that is a key thing. We want to see that we can get that motion. A lot of times we lose shoulder extension. You can see here that getting that shoulder extension, we don't do that a lot. This is great because it's in that weight bearing position. We're getting a lot of good stability with the mobility. And then we're taking that movement through. And, a lot of times we'll see a lot of rectus femoris tightness and that tissue tension in there. And we're going to get into that lunge position while we're tensioning. And it just works so great. And again, remember, we're going to look at advanced other energy system development, strength, aerobic development in this day 0. Now let's move on to day 1. This is the day after pitching. We're going to continue with our tissue restoration techniques. We're going to continue with our tissue recovery techniques and our Indian clubs to restore that range of motion. Now, again, we're going to go to body weight strengthening or full-on weightlifting that day after pitching, not because it is restorative, which is really cool, but it's also developmental. And that's one of the things I really want you to know as a professional working with overhead athletes. The ability to develop that strength and conditioning program is an essential component to this. So if you can't do that, get that knowledge for that, or get them to a person or a professional who can do that for them. This is also now where I'm going to be doing that 6-position carry. That 6-position carry, we're going to do overhead, rack position, and at the suitcase position. That's going to combine great mobility, stability, syncing with the core and the hips. You wouldn't believe the number of players' cores that I see that tend to become dysfunctional after an outing just because of the stress that's given to the body. And then again, we're going to continue this process through day 2, through day 3, depending on when we're throwing a bullpen and things like that. And having that detailed plan, basing it on the person's age and understanding all that is key to being the professional, the best professional we can be for our overhead athletes. So one of the things, I think the key message that you want to hear from us is the functional movement system allows us to be very systematic, know exactly what we're working on. And we also need to add in some specific range of motion measures. We also need to look at the load management. We need to have a good handle on performance readiness. What is, if a person comes and says, hey, my baseball team needs a warm up, my tennis team needs a warm up, what does the research tell us on that? How can we incorporate those things? What does specific position readiness look like? And then, what does strength and conditioning look like? And that's where the fundamental capacity screen really comes in. For those of you who've dialed into that course, that's where we're going to really look at power and our energy storing, our ability to recycle energy. We're going to look at our postural control and our balance, so we can get our programming with our Indian clubs, kettlebells, strength training, and incorporate that in our recovery. So as you can tell, there's quite a bit here, and we're excited to actually announce that you guys can be one of the first people to hear about this. We're doing a live course, a 2-day course that's just absolutely chock full of optimizing performance in the overhead athlete, where we're going to go in even a greater detail, greater deeper dive with a lot of hands-on lab. We just love learning together. We think learning in community is the way to go, and the live course, there's no better way to do that. Come to our facilities here in Evansville, Indiana. If you haven't been here, we've got great lab facilities with all the equipment, and it's a fun time. Kyle and I really kind of see we're passionate and energetic about this. So you can scan the QR code there. And that gets you right to the link to be able to sign up. Remember, the fundamental capacity screen is kind of bundled with this course because it's important to have an understanding of that. If you haven't taken it, don't worry. It's a couple hours that you can do online prior to this course, in conjunction with this course, all the way leading up right to the course. You can bundle it at a really good deal together. Or if you've already taken a live course from us or the online course from that, you actually get a great discount on the overhead athlete course. So with that,